All right, folks, just letting you know, Zam, the ice has been zammed. Zams are already off. Both teams are ready to go. We're just waiting on the officials to get out here. As soon as the officials hit the ice, they'll get the nets up and we will start on warm ups. In the meantime, I can't let the stream play the music because YouTube will flag it. But we will go ahead and keep the video running until we're ready to get going. As soon as the warm-ups are going, I'll be sure and get the video on our Tigers. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, folks, warm-ups are done. We are ready to get the ball rolling on this game. We have, starting up front, McKenzie, Lovato, and Trillo. And we are getting great puck drop. And Tigers win that one off the face-off, but not cleanly, as Hyland kind of bobbles it a little bit on the far side. Hyland gets around one of the Tigers players, takes it in. Shot saved by Kimball. Spinder backhands it up to Truello, who's not able to handle it. Long pass over the near side, goes off the boards and down low. Lenhart gets it. Lovato is not able to handle it. Picked off by 96. A shot blocked by Kimball. Puck's in front. Nobody's able to get a stick on it. Another shot in. Kimball with a save. Shot by number 96 for Highland Hills. That bounced around a little bit, but finally Kimball able to settle it down and get a stop. We have Noon taking the draw now, and he wins that one. Back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain behind the net, tries to chip it up on a backhand. Dryman not able to get a stick on it, still in the zone. Chamberlain battling number 80 there for Highland Hills. Takes it around behind the net and chipped up the boards, not out. And back down, Chamberlain having to go back to get it again. He's got a lot of pressure put on him by number 14. Sullivan carries it in, shot, and the goalie caught that with his head and the glove together. It went up, it went into his glove, and he put his glove right on his head to hold it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Good save by the Highland Hills goalie. And we get a stoppage of play, and we get Siebold coming out to take the draw, and he loses that one. Siebold picks it back up, shot towards the net. The goalie redirects it to the far side, number 84 there. Chipped it out. Brought in, and Gibson able to steal that one. Ends up bringing it in offside. So we get a quick stoppage of play and a face-off just in front of the Tigers bench. Siebold again taking the draw. He's got Thien and Schultz out with him. Over to the near side, picked up by Schultz. Schultz just chips it up, and that only worked temporarily as 38 takes it down low. Gibson trying to get to it, but he gets pinched off on the boards. Puck's bouncing around up front. Up, bounced right out in front of the slot. Hyland not able to get a stick on it. Thien down with it, had it knocked away from him. Hyland picks it back up right below us. And chipped in, Gibson down with it. Cross-ice pass over to McKenzie. McKenzie picks it up in center, and he gets a shot, and the goalie with a nice save. Goes through the 5-hole, McKenzie on the backhander. Buries that one in the back of the net. Off of a lucky play, the goalie not able to control that one. That puts the Tigers up 1-0 in this game so far. Back out to center ice for the face-off. Early on in this game, McKenzie puts it in the net. Hyland wins that face-off. Number 96 backhands it up to 25. A little move to get around McKenzie. Second time did not work, and Tigers touch up and then throw it in. Lenhart cross ice over to Trello, but he's not able to get a handle on it. Number 59 for Hyland picks it up, bounces it off the boards, and chips it through center ice. Spinder not able to control it. Odd man rush there, but Hyland not able to do much with it. McKenzie now with it, chips it up, or is that Spinder? Now that was McKenzie. McKenzie tried to reach up and grab it, but he was too short there. Hyland chipped up, and Truello picks that one up. Passes it up to Lovato. Lovato gets it around 80, but not able to control it. Hyland comes up through center ice now with it. 96 with it, leaves it for 77. But Lovato was there. 77 gets it back. And a little chip shot, I guess, went just over Kimball's shoulder. Backhanded up, Dryman to pick it up, and she does not get to it first. Marvisi does. Marvisi chips it up. It goes off of a couple Skates from Highland Hills player, brought back in by 96. Not cleanly. 64 with a shot blocked by Marvisi. Sullivan now racing with it. He bats it ahead. Takes it into the Highland zone. Centering pass. Nobody able to get a stick on it there. Chipped up. Sullivan gets it down deep. Hey, buddy. Can you get down? Thank you. Puck still in the Highland zone. Tigers managing to keep it in. Gibson on a backhand manages to keep it in. Gibson shot goes off of Noon's leg. Van Opdorp manages to keep it in. Dryman down low, battling for it. Bring it around to the near side. Picked up by 96. Comes up ice, through center ice, throws it on net. Kimball, easy stop. He saw that all the way. Leaves it for Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp carries it up the near side. And he manages to get it out, but Hyland brings it right back in. Siebold bumps the Highland player right off the puck and then tries to carry it up. Being got it for a second, picked up by Hyland, backhanded into the Tigers zone. Gibson gets around the Highland players. Steen not able to, but lost it on the near side half wall. Shot on Kimball, pops out, and another shot, leg saved by Kimball. Siebold down there battling behind the net. Pops out. Dean backhands it up. Picked off by number 12 and thrown down deep. Centering pass that doesn't go anywhere. Another centering pass that doesn't go anywhere. Picked up by Siebold. Siebold tries to get it up to Schultz, and they don't connect on that. 74 gets hit into the boards. And I think Siebold's going to the box for a roughing call. And he is. That's going to put the Tigers on a penalty kill early on in this game. McKenzie out to take the draw. He's got Triello with him, along with Spender and Lenhart. Hyland controls it off the faceoff. Not able to get it around McKenzie. Number 77 ends up losing it, but he gets it back. And knocked away from him by Spender. Over to the far side wall. Picked up down low by Lenhart. Lenhart gets hit. Number 77 just gives it a good hard whack and gets it low. Lenhart now with it. Throws it up the boards. McKenzie not able to control it. And number 77 dances around him. Manages to keep the puck in the zone. Gets it down low. Centering pass doesn't go anywhere. Lenhart trying to get to it now. And then another centering pass. Not able to get it out. Tigers struggling a little bit. Centering pass. Spender not able to control it. Triello bounces it off the boards and out. And finally, McKenzie chips it out off of a little chip pass off the boards. Sullivan now with it. He throws it in. Goes down below the goal line. Number 77 back to pick it up. Picked up down in the far side corner and brought up through center ice. And 77 goes down. And we got a tripping call. And Hyland pulls their goalie to get the extra man. Puck's bouncing around down in the zone. And that might have negated the penalty. We got a tripping call. It looks like we're sending two to the box, both for tripping. We're going to be at even strength, or at least we should be. Sullivan going to the box along with number 64 from Hyland. 5-on-5. Nothing on the board. All right, Noon taking the draw. He's got Thien and Dryman out with him. Going against number 80. And shot and a goal by number 94. So that one snuck past Kimball right into the back of the net. That allows Highland Hills to tie up this game at 1. 6:37 left in the first period. Still tons of hockey to be played. Noon taking the draw again. Going against number 80. And no clear winner there. Hyland Dryman tries to get it up, but Hyland chips it in and it goes off of a Tigers player in the Tigers bench. So we're going to have a face-off again at center ice. 6:29. All of, 8 seconds have expired since the last face-off. 80 going against 38 and chipped ahead. Hyland picks it up in their own zone off the near side boards. Brought into the Tigers zone. Gibson redirected that one wide. Ryman picks it up on the far side. Tries to get it up to Thien. They're not able to connect on that pass. Comes back through center ice. And into the Tigers zone. Gibson back to pick it up. He chips it off the boards. Noon picks it up and tries to get it past number 12. Not able to do so. Off the near side boards. Out into center ice. Gibson picks it up and tries to get it up to Noon. They're not able to connect solidly on that pass. Chipped up, and Gibson grabs it out of the air, takes it around behind the net. Up the far side, Noon now with it. And he gets it up to Thien. Thien controlling it, gets it around 12, but 12 blocks him off the puck and gets it back, carries it into the zone. Shot way wide of the net, picked up on the far side by Truello. Tried to chip it past the defender, not able to do so. Puck on the half wall. Finally bounces out into the neutral zone, carried in by 77. Shot ends up going wide of Kimball. Kept in by 96. Gibson bounces it off the glass and it comes out of the zone. Picked up by Seabolt. He goes in. Shot and a save by the goalie. Second shot by Schultz. He's not able to bury it. Tries to get it up to Lenhart. That pass is picked off. 96 flying into the Tigers zone. Spender with a great move to take it off his stick and keep him from getting the shot off. Spender up to Schultz. Not able to connect on that, and that's going to go for an icing. And it does at the 4:22 mark of this period. Game is tied at 1. Kenzie taking the draw. Marvisi gets it, chips it back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain backhands it up the boards to Sullivan. Sullivan not able to control it. And Hyland gets a hold of that. Shot on Kimball. He's not able to cover that one up. Battle on the far side half wall. Taken around behind the net by the Hyland player. Up the near side boards. Comes to center ice. Sullivan chips it up on a light backhand. And he's not able to do much with it. A long pass doesn't connect with anybody. Marvisi picks it up. But it does go for an icing before she grabs the puck. So it'll go all the way back down into the Hyland zone, just to the left of the Hyland goalie. Tigers not getting a whole lot of chances so far. They need to play a little more in the Hyland zone rather than in their own zone. Noon taking the draw. Backhander by Thien. He's not able to bury that one. He picks it up on the far side. His pass is picked off. Chipped up, 94 with it. Arnold Breakaway, a little backhander wide of the net. Kimball, that went right past Kimball. Van Opdorp kicks it up to the Drew line. Finally chipped out on a second attempt. Number 77 controlling it. And tried to get it through Thiem, not able to do so. Picks it back up down low. Gets around Dryman. Up to 17. Gibson got it away from him, but not cleanly. Chipped up the boards and out. 66 for Hyland, picks it up. Tries to get it past Thiem, and not able to do so. Ends up losing it. Or Van Opdorp with it. Chips it in. And that goes to the near side corner down in the Hyland zone. Dryman puts it back in, but she puts it in offsides. So we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off taken by Seabolt, and Hyland wins that one, but not cleanly. Battle down low. Schultz gets bumped into the boards and loses the puck. Thrown up and out, and that's going to go for an icing. And it does. Face-off down in the Hyland zone at the 2:21 mark of the first period. Seabold again taking the draw. Back to Lenhart. Lenhart with a shot, hit a couple bodies in front. Puck bouncing around right in front down there. And the goalie finally covers it up. Truello was down there and battling away, not able to bury it. So was Seabolt. Back to the point, but nobody there to pick it up. Spinder having to race back to get it. Number 14 picks it up for Hyland. Kept in by 61, rimmed around over to the far side. Number 14 now controlling it. Picked up by Truello. Tries to get it out, not able to connect. Up the near side. And Schultz with it now. Gets it over to Seabolt. He's not able to handle that one. Puck bouncing around right up front. And finally the goalie covers it as Schultz gets bounced around a little bit between number 12 and 64 for the Jaguars. And Tigers go for a change. We have McKenzie, Lovato, and Sullivan now out. Back to the point. Chamberlain with his shot. Goalie redirects it wide. Sullivan picks it up. Centering pass. It goes off of McKenzie. It looked like his wrist. He was shaking his wrist there. And chipped into the Tigers zone. Centering pass to the slot. Number 77 now with it. Shot and hit Chamberlain. Chamberlain just chips it out. Not all the way, though, as 77's able to keep it in. Chipped up to the far side. Sullivan there. And he gets around the Jaguars player. Kept into the zone. Jaguars pick it up on the far side. Chip it up and out. Van Opdorp gets it up to Lovato. He's not able to handle it. Chipped in on a backhand. Gibson back to pick it up. Down below the goal line. Sorry, no view on the camera there. Gibson gets around one of the Jaguars and chipped up and out. Bounced off the near side boards. And Noon not able to keep it in. He tried to keep it in, then tried to act like it was still out, but the ref caught it, so we get a stoppage of play on an offsides call. Noon taking the draw. Noon chipped it up and hits the referee. Van Opdorp runs into Noon. Carried in by 66, and
Centering pass, not able to connect with one of his teammates, and that horn signals the end of the first period. We will be back shortly for period 2 of this tied game. All right, ready for the face-off for period number 2. Seabold taking the draw. Number 61 picks it up and chips it up. Spindler now with it, bounces it off the near side boards. And Dean gets run by 12. Lenhart able to keep it in the Jaguar zone, thrown wide of the net, picked up on the far side by Thiem, back to Spindler. Spindler takes a whack at it and manages to keep it in temporarily. Puck going into the far side corner, up the boards, and Hyland picks it up. Spindler gets it up to Seabold, back to Spindler. Seabold picks it up and throws it on a backhand up. Schultz now with it. Tries to get it over to Thiem, not able to do so. Hyland comes back up through the zone, picked off by Marvisi. She chips it up to McKenzie, gets it out of the zone. And Hyland brings it back in off sides, and so we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Jaguars bench. McKenzie taking the draw against number 80, I believe, and push forward. Chamberlain bounces it off the boards. McKenzie now with it, right against the near side boards. McKenzie carries it in. And number 14 gets it to 66, who chips it, 64, who chipped it out. 14 with a shot and a goal. That went right over Kimball's shoulder and ends up in the back of the net. 14 with the goal. He didn't look like he was going to get much on it because it was way behind him, but he pulled it up and just ripped it right over Kimball's shoulder. Noon taking the draw, going against number 80. Hyland wins that one. over to the near side corner. They bring it and thrown in, blocked. 64 centering pass. Gibson got it out of the way. Chipped up. Dryman right there and does chip it out. Sullivan able to, trying to get to it, not able to keep it in the zone though. Dryman chips it into the zone. Hounded, Sullivan picks that one up. And the shot and the save by the goalie at the 11:51 mark of the second period. Face off just to the right of the Jaguars goaltender. And Noon is going to take the draw going against number 38 for the Jaguars. Noon pushes it ahead, and 38 just throws it into the corner. Rimmed up to the far side point. Picked off by Ben Opdorp. He spins away from one of the Jaguar players. Jaguars able to keep it in, but not able to get a shot off. Number 12 controlling it down below the goal line now. Shot towards Kimball. He blocks that one. Gibson picks it up. And he had it stripped from him up to the point. Dryman got hooked a little bit there. Sullivan now with it. He had it knocked away from him, and he goes down. Chipped up on the near side boards and thrown out by Hyland. And that's going to go all the way down, and it does for an icing. Face off down in the Hyland zone. Just to the left of the goaltender. Siebold taking the draw out there with Dean and Schultz. Dean with it on the near side corner, picked off by number 66. I believe that is for Hyland. That was Siebold got the shot off. Not able to do much with it. It was a bad angle shot. Siebold again throws it towards the net. High sticked by Schultz, and he touches it. So that's going to go all the way down into the Tiger zone on a puck played with a high stick call. Face off just to the left of Kimball. 10:35 left in the second period. Tigers down 2-1 so far. Back up to the point. Shot right on the ice. Kimball had no trouble with that. Lenhart gets bumped off the puck. Thrown up by Siebold. Picked off by 58 and thrown back in, but thrown back in offsides. And they're saying it's intentional. No, they're not saying it's intentional. It's just going to the face-off dot closest to the Jaguar zone. McKenzie taking the draw. He wins that one back. Chamberlain throws it in. 58 stops it, but not enough to keep a hold of it. Chipped up to 14 to 77. And kept out of the zone. McKenzie now with it. And chipped in off sides as McKenzie had it stripped away from him by number 14. And then I believe it was Sullivan brought it in. Gets around Marvisi and shot blocked by McKenzie. To the point to 14, shot and a save, another shot and a save. And finally the third one is buried by number 64 for Hyland. That puts them up 3-1. Almost an exact repeat of the last game where one team got the first goal, then 3 unanswered goals, and then the first team got 3 unanswered goals. So let's see if the Tigers can do a repeat on this and come out with the win. It happened the last game. It can happen this game. Noon taking the draw. Going against 80. Sullivan now controls that off the faceoff and chips that in. Tried to get it over to Noon. Rimmed around on the near side. 14 chips it off the boards and out. Gibson picks it up and he backhands it off the boards. Picked off by 80. Comes through center ice. Had it knocked away from him by Noon. Van Opdorp chips it up on a backhand. Sullivan now with it. Gets it to Dryman. Dryman gets hit into the boards and gets knocked off the puck. Now 14 with it. He chips it out. Gibson chips it back up the boards. A lot of ping pong hockey going on here. No call on an icing. 61 picks it up down low, rimmed around to the far side. Gibson manages to keep it in. 61 chips it back up. Gibson with it. From his knees, gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan to Dryman. Dryman not able to bury that one. Back to Gibson. Gibson keeps it down low. Now Noon with it. He chips it up the boards. Another centering pass. That's blocked. Chipped up and out. And Hyland ends up icing the puck. So we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off back down in the Hyland zone. 8:19 left in the second period. Seabold taking the draw, and he's out with Thien and Schultz. Hyland comes away with that face-off win. Chipped up and out. Seabold controlling it in the neutral zone. He just throws it in deep. And picked off by the Jaguars and out of the zone. Thien manages to keep them from doing much with it. Tries to get it over to Schultz. They don't connect. Schultz with it down low. Schultz gets hauled down, and the Hyland player is going to the box for a tripping call. That's going to put the Tigers on a power play. Looks like we got McKenzie taking the draw. He gets it back to Lenhart. Lenhart with a shot and a save by the goalie. Hyland gets it, clears it out. That's not going to make it. Thrown up to Lobato. Lobato's not able to handle it. Jaguars pick it up in their own zone and try and chip it up the near side. McKenzie manages to keep it in. Drillo with it. Goes through the crease. Picked off by Hyland. McKenzie trying to keep it down low. Hyland picks it up off of the second attempt. Throw it all the way, and that one's going for an icing. And we'll have another face-off down in the Jaguars zone with 50 seconds left on this Tigers power play. Noon taking the draw. Hyland controls it, gets it out of their own zone. Chipped up. Chamberlain picks it up. Cross ice over to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to get it to Noon. Noon chips it past 12 and goes and tries to collect it himself. 12 picks it up, and Hyland is going to the box for interference. Number 66. I didn't see exactly what happened, so can't talk to it, but we are getting an interference call. That's going to put the Tigers up 5-on-3 for 28 seconds and then back on a 5-on-4 power play. This is a good time for the Tigers to get back in this game after the last 3 goals have been scored by the Jaguars. Back up to the point to Marvisi. Marvisi over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain back to Marvisi. Marvisi throws it towards the net. It's kicked just wide. McKenzie with it. Walks to the center. Shot. And a goal by Siebel. He buries that one, puts the Tigers back within 1 goal. That only negated the 5-on-3. Tigers still on a penalty or power play for 1:14. Siebold with the goal on that one. He picked up the rebound and put it right past the goaltender. Noon taking the draw. They're waiting to get the first penalty to number 38 for the Jaguars off the board right now. And they do. Ready for puck drop and won by Noon, and he throws that up. Chipped out, Van Opdorp having to go back to get it. And not sure what the call was. Hand pass? It was a hand pass. Well, I missed that one. So, good call by the ref. Noon taking the draw now. Face off in the neutral zone. Van Opdorp picks it up, chips it up off the boards. Siebold picks it up, but he gets bumped. Backhanded up and into the Jaguar zone. Van Opdorp picks it up, tries to go wide, and ends up bringing it back into the neutral zone so the Tigers can reset. Over to Siebold. Siebold carries it in, gives it to McKenzie. Shot up over the net, bouncing around in front, and nobody's able to get to it or cover it up. Bounced up the near side boards. Van Opdorp with a chip in, and Gibson not able to keep it in. He takes it back to the neutral zone and resets back to Noon. Noon had his pocket picked by number 80. And battled down low. Number 80 keeping it away from the Tigers. Finally, Noon comes off the board with it. And Noon's pass is picked off by 58. He just throws it down deep. Tigers having to reset again. Jaguars at full strength. Bounced up the boards and not out as Tigers having to chase it around in their own zone again. Van Opdorp picks it up, gets it up to Siebold, bounces around in his feet, and he finally gathers it up and backhands it in, but not cleanly, as his dumping attempt was picked off by 77, who then proceeded to trip off the blue line. Schultz gets it up to Thien. Thien with the shot and a save by the goalie as he covers that one up. Thien kicking himself for that one. Great opportunity by the Tigers to tie it up, but not able to do so. 4:39 left in the second period.
Be upstairs.
Thien taking the draw against number 66. Jaguars win that one. Bounced up and not out. Centering pass. Number 14 picks it off, leaves it for 94. Picks it, gets it off the boards, carries it in. Shot goes wide of the net over to the far side. 14 takes a whack at it. Second whack at it. And Spender able to get it out. Jaguars having to reset in their own zone. Chipped in by the Jaguars. Chamberlain back to pick it off. And he gets it on the second attempt. Chips it up and out. Not sure that's got enough energy to reach all the way down. It doesn't. No icing there. 12 having to pick it up. Puck's thrown all the way down. Marvisi racing to get it. And she does win that race, but throws it up the boards. Now Marvisi with it. She throws it up the boards. Jaguars pick it off. Walk to the center. Shot off the post. Another shot. And that one goes in on the second attempt. Kimball not able to corral that one. That puts Hyland up 2 goals now with a 4-2 lead. Tigers not able to do much with that one. Face-off taken by Siebold, going against number 66 for the Jaguars. And Jaguars win that one. Thrown off the far side boards. Passed up by Gibson. Jaguars get it back and chip it out of the zone. Jaguars backhanded through the neutral zone. Take it wide. Shot, Gibson blocked. Kept down deep. Gibson looking to get to it. Shot on. Gimbel, that one hit something in front. I don't know if it hit Gimbel or not, but it ends up going wide of the net. Sorry about that. Back up to the top of the slot. Number 25 puts it right in the side of the net. Gimbel not able to stop that one. That puts the Jaguars up 5-2 now in this game so far. Tigers struggling in their own zone. They're not able to get it out. There's a lot of panic whacking of the puck. And Tigers just not able to control it and get it out of their own zone. Spender with it. Backhands it up the boards and out. Trello trying to get to it and not able to do so. Jaguars come up through the neutral zone now. Into the Tigers zone. Dean now with it. Ends up giving it over to one of the Jaguars who gets a shot off. Bounced up the near side boards. Trello with it. Chipped up the boards by Thiem. Thiem controlling it now through the neutral zone. And he gets hit just as he takes the shot. And Lenhart hits number 59 for the Jaguars. Manages to keep it in the zone. And Schultz keeps it down low. Jaguars chip it to the near side. 14 had it stolen from him by Spender. Schultz not able to get a shot on from the slot. He looks exhausted, goes for a change. 64 carries it in. Shot towards Kimball. Rebound. Another shot by 14, and that goes over the pad of Kimball and into the back of the net. And that puts Hyland up 6-2 in this game so far. Looks like Tigers going for a goaltender change. Boston going out, pulling Kimball. Noon taking the draw. Marvisi chips it over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets it up the boards. Noon now with it. He had it knocked off his stick. Shot towards the net. Boston redirects it behind the net. Marvisi gets it over to the near side corner, picked up by Dryman. She's bumped. And Dryman ends up getting it out on the second attempt. Number 38 back to pick it up in the Jaguars zone. Carried in by 74. Dryman again with it. She chips it up, not able to get it out. Back towards the net, and Boston covers that one up as Marvisi's right there to help him out. 25 seconds left in the second period. Current score 6-2. Face-off taken by Noon. He's still out there with Dryman and Sullivan. Back to the point. Shot on. Saved by Boston. That hit him right in the stomach, right in the bullseye. And he just held on to that one, so we'll get another face-off. That only wasted 4 seconds since the last face-off. Sullivan swapping out with Seabolt. Noon taking the draw over to Boston, and he again just covers that one up, and we got another quick stoppage of play. Only 2 seconds expired on that one. Going to redo that face-off again. Noon wins that one. Up to Van Opdorp. Dryman not able to chip it out. So pass kicked at. Dryman now with it. Little scrum up front right as the time expires. Number 96 comes in and hits Noon. Noon takes exception to that. We'll be back after the short intermission for the remainder of the game. Again, Tigers down 2-6 in this game. All right, ready for the start of the third period. Looks like 96 for the Jaguars. Got a penalty right there at the end. That's going to put the Tigers on the power play for the start of this third period. Jaguars win that one, chipped up off the boards. Spindler gets it up to Thiem. Thiem's bumped as he gets a shot off. Chipped up and out, and that's going to go for icing. And it does, just as it goes right to the side of Kimball. Looks like they swapped Kimball back out for Boston. I know Boston's injured right now, but he's still suiting up to help out where he can. Seabolt taking the draw. Lenhart gets it, throws it towards the net, redirected by 58, almost went in his own net. Dean right there. Got it up to Seabolt, who just chipped it towards the net. Dean stole it, then gave it right back to him. Over to the far side, Spindler just chips it down low. Batted around. Tigers getting a little bit of time in the zone, but not quality time. Seabolt picks it up down low and ends up giving it off to 25. 25 gets over the blue line and just chips it all the way down, and that is going to go for an icing with 23 seconds left on this power play. Not able to do much down in the Hyland zone. Mackenzie taking the draw. He wins it back to Marvisi. She keeps it in, throws it down the boards. Mackenzie centered that one, and Hyland back at full strength. Chipped in right on Kimball as he redirects it to the far side. Thrown over to the near side. Lobato picks it up on the half wall, and he had his pocket picked. Marvisi carries it up. Tries to get it up to Lobato and not able to do so. Marvisi up to Truello, up to Lobato. Lobato carries it in, leaves it for Truello. And he had his pocket picked. Up to 14. 14 carries it in, trips over the circle. Puck down low. Back up to the point. Mackenzie carrying it now. Carries it up the near side. And he ran into Truello, not able to do much with it. Gibson picks it up, carries it in, tries to get around the Jaguar player, not able to do so. Gibson with it, he just throws it deep. That goes down below the goal line. Picked off by the goaltender, who leaves it for number 12. Number 12 fires it up to 74. 74 with a move and a shot. Kimball he sits on that one, and we get a stoppage of play. And we are in run time due to the goal differential. So the Tigers need to get their butts moving if they're going to try and get back into this game. Noon taking the draw. Gibson chips it into the corner. 94 there. He had his pocket picked by Noon. Noon chips it up. Ryman chips it off the boards and manages to get it out. Gibson with it. He bounces it off the boards up to Jaguar player in his own zone. Shot blocked by Gibson. Ryman right there. She bounces it up, and Hyland gets it and throws it right back in. Down low. Gibson now with it. Hyland gets it out of their own zone. Gibson now with it. Right down below us. Goes to Kimball, and he ends up covering it up. Number 74 in there digging away after the whistle, and they're giving an interference call. Noon going to the box. It looks like they're giving Noon the interference call. That's going to put the Tigers on a penalty kill. Face off just to the right of Kimball.
Not a very good game. That's the first time I come in.
Well, they're salty.
Okay, it looks like Tigers are on a penalty kill. Kept in by number 61 for the Jaguars. Schultz battling for it and finally gets it out on the second attempt. And now we got a tripping call. That negates the power play. That's going to be on number 66, I believe. He's going to the box for tripping. And that's going to put us 4-on-4 for 1 minute. Well, whenever the puck drops, because we are in run time right now. Drillo taking the draw, and Jaguars win that one, rimming around over to the near side. And it takes a weird bounce. Tigers able to keep it in. Whacked at by Siebold, and he just gets it down low. Another chip up, and gets it around Spinder. Number 96 carries it in, backhands it on Kimball, and Kimball covers that one up. 15 seconds left on the noon penalty, and then the Tigers will be on a power play, an abbreviated one, albeit. And it looks like that's going to happen right at puck drop. McKenzie taking the draw. Brianna picks it up. Marvisi. She has plenty of space, carries it up into the zone, goes wide, and a shot and a save by the goaltender. Marvisi racing to get back. Goalie throws it all the way, or number 80 throws it all the way in. Marvisi again with it. Chipped up Thien to Thien, but had his pocket picked. Marvisi steals that back, and Thien gets it. Leaves it for Noon. Noon carries it up. Gets around and shot, and an easy save by the goaltender. She gloves that one down. At the puck drop, the player should be coming out, and the Jaguars should be at full strength, but it looks like their referees missed that one. The penalty was not over when the stoppage of play occurred. Therefore, the player should have stayed in the penalty box during the face-off. Gibson tries to chip it up. Number 14 there. He just throws it down deep. Wins it around over to the near side. Centering pass. He's not able. Number 14's not able to control that one, and chipped up by Gibson and out of the zone. Lobato racing for it and thrown all the way back down by the Jaguars. That means the faceoff's going to be down in the Jaguars zone. Trillo taking the draw. Dryman gets bumped by number 12 as he tries to carry the puck past her and not able to do so. Picks it back up. Now, centering pass. Spinder up to Dryman. Dryman gets it into the zone and rimmed around. And Trillo tried to center it, but Spinder was not able to get to it first. Centering pass that Lenhart was able to block, shot, and save. And
Number 84.
yeah, he ran him. I missed it.
I didn't even do anything about it. So Darren blew the whistle. He's like, no, we got to call that one.
Looks like Trillo's going to the box. I'm going to mute it for right now. We'll be back shortly. I'll let you know what happened during that. All right, it looks like we got just a 2-minute call. They're waiting for it to go up on the board. And we're still in run time, so not much we can do about that. We got to get the I'm going to mute it again. All right, so the call against Trillo was a 2 and a 10. They've already, half the penalties actually expired. These people running the clock don't know how to do run time. 77 keeps it in, down low. Shot way up over the goaltender. And Lobato able to get it out. Sorry, that was Sullivan. RBC not able to control it in the neutral zone. And Jaguars now with it. Kenzie with it, chips it up the boards. I don't know if that has enough to go all the way. Chamberlain down low with it now. Trying to keep it down below the goal line, rimmed around to the near side. Lobato takes a hit to try and keep it in, and finally chipped out. Chamberlain now with it. He just throws it up to Thiem. Marvisi steals it, carries it in. And off the goaltender's head. Nice shot. Marvisi manages to keep it in. Thiem with the shot, goes on the goaltender, and he covers that up. 26 seconds left in the game.
That's what I was trying. Especially like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Siebold taking the draw. He loses that one. Back to the point to Gibson. Gibson whiffs on that. And that horn signals the end of the game. Tigers drop another one, 6-2. This one by a little bit larger margin than the last game. We will be back. I believe the next game is tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock from the Boulder Sports Stable. And that one should be an interesting one personally, because one of my best friends is actually reffing that game. I'm pretty sure if he gets an opportunity, he's going to throw Brianna in the box. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Everybody have a good evening.